Hello, we're going to be running Fatal Fury Special in MAME. This is the current latest release MAME, 0.253. Fatal Fury Special, this is the ROM from the Humble Bundle NEOGEO collection. And here we go. So when you install that Humble Bundle NEOGEO collection, it just drops ROMs. It's like, it's a kind of a... It just does it. It just installs ROM files that you can then take and run, for instance, in MAME. And one of them, when I got it, was Fatal Fury Special. I was reminded of this game because I was looking at videos of it on YouTube, because if you're into, say, watching just videos from Japanese arcades, current Japanese arcades, and what videos they're like putting up on YouTube and Twitch, you see a lot of Fatal Fury Special. Okay, I'm gonna go with easy level. Oh wait, I have to do something. So I think there's still time. So I want to play Ryo. He's a secret character. Normally you have to possibly wait until you beat the game without losing a round and then do this long code or something like that. This is running in home NEOGEO. Console mode. That's AES, by the way. It's not MVS right now, which is the arcade NEOGEO. This is AES. And I'm going to give myself unlimited continues because you have to beat like 14 people to get through this, and normally you would only have 4 credits, and I'm not very good at this game at all. So hopefully that'll work. We'll see if I screwed up already. Okay, now I gotta redo this. Now it'll definitely work because I have all kinds of time to get Ryo. Okay, I'm doing easy. I was playing a little yesterday and testing this out on beginner, and that felt a little too easy. Okay, so there's Ryo. Ryo is from the Art of Fighting series. This game, Fatal Fury Special, came out between Art of Fighting 1 and 2. And it's kind of funny because, okay, let's get this out of the way. So Duck King, there's a strobing effect at the beginning of Duck King's stage. So there's going to be some strobing right here. So if you don't want to see that, just close your eyes, and I'll let you know when it's over. It's not the worst strobe that's ever appeared on NEOGEO machines. It's coming right up though, so close your eyes if you don't want to see this strobe. Here it is. It's kind of like a pink, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of pinkish. It's not like solid red flashing screen like you would get in King of Fighters 97, for instance. And what's interesting to me about this is that Hamster Corporation, in their version of in their version of this game, of Fatal Fury Special for PS4 in Arcade Archives, so Arcade Archives Fatal Fury Special, they have an option specifically to turn off that strobing effect, just that one right there in Duck King stage. That option is not available in like the NEOGEO operator menu or anything, so it's something that Hamster coded up specifically for their emulated version in Arcade Archives. Just for that one spot in the game, which is kind of interesting. Whereas, they put out Arcade Archives King of Fighters 97, which has like much harsher red screen flash effects all throughout it. Just strobes and flashes every time somebody counters something, but maybe those were just so widespread they couldn't do anything about it. Anyway, so this is Ryo Sakazaki from Art of Fighting, like I was saying. But here in the Fatal Fury engine, this is the third Fatal Fury game, which is it's confusing. The name is convention is confusing because this is actually an upgraded version of Fatal Fury 2. So there's Fatal Fury, the first Fatal Fury, which was actually called Fatal Fury, and then the subtitle is like King of Fighters or something. And this is that was in 91. The first King of Fighters isn't until 94. I'm just button bashing with Ryo. But, And then there was the second one was Fatal Fury 2, and then the third one was not Fatal Fury 2 Special, it was just Fatal Fury Special, which always confused me. I think I've got it down now, except it gets more confusing later, because then there's Fatal Fury 3 after Fatal Fury Special. Then they switch to Real Bout, I think. Then it's like Real Bout Fatal Fury, Real Bout Fatal Fury Special, and then Real Bout Fatal Fury 2. So they get the special in the right order the second time around in the Real Bout games. Anyhow, so this is the third. There's a lot of Fatal Fury games after this, and but this game remains maybe the one I see played the most of the Fatal Fury games on these streaming or video on demand Japanese arcade channels on YouTube and Twitch. And looking it up on Wikipedia, this game for 1994, it was the third most popular arcade game. And the only things that were more popular, that sold better, I guess, were Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This is in Japan, so it was like Super Street Fighter 2X or whatever it is, or whatever the name is, and Virtua Fighter, the first Virtua Fighter. So this was so that's pretty good company. And one thing to which the success of this game is attributed is that Ryo was in it, the Art of Fighting main character guy, and this guy I'm playing here in the orange gi, I guess he was popular? I don't know. Oh, I did an uppercut. I hadn't... Okay. Forgot about the uppercut. It's funny, though, because so this came out between... I think it was between Art of Fighting 1 and 2. And the Art of Fighting, the sprites in Art of Fighting 1 and 2 are huge, but like the scrolling is really kind of jerky, and just in general the games themselves feel a lot kind of jankier than those first two Art of Fighting games. Like you constantly have to hold down all three. There's only 3 buttons. You have to hold a button to do a heavy attack. You don't have separate heavy and light attack buttons. And then I'm getting butchered by Joe. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, he dodged to the background and avoided my uppercut. I should be doing more fireballs, because I have a weirdly hard time blocking these fireballs. And, so, Art of Fighting 2 still feels pretty janky. Also, it's just ridiculously hard. Like, I was playing a little last night because that was another game that came in that Humble collection, so I can just take the ROM after installing that game on my PC, just take the ROM and run it in MAME, which is way better than the .mu. I think it was .mu who did the emulated setup in the actual Humble Bundle collection itself. Art of Fighting 2 is just ridiculous. You can put it on the easiest difficulty setting, and it still will just find a new way to murder you, even in the first match. It's just insane. This game isn't very easy either. I've got it on a pretty easy setting, doing okay so far. It does seem to be easier with Ryo because of those fireballs. That I'm not really sure they fully adjusted the AI to handle Ryo's fireballs when they added Ryo as a secret character. So Ryo is a secret playable character in this game. I don't... According to some sources imply that he's not available as a hidden character, or hidden playable character. He's a hidden opponent for sure in the arcade version of Fatal Fury Special, but it's not clear if he's playable in the arcade version. There is a video that seems to be showing him playable in the arcade version, but I don't know. Sources are not clear. Let's just say so. Anyway, and the here in with the cheats built into the Unibios I'm using, this says AES only, so I didn't have a handy cheat for him anyway, and the cheat code you, in theory, might enter that might work in MVS, but I'm not sure. The one for AES, anyway, is super long, and you have to, like, get through the game without losing a round first, and it's ridiculous. So Tung Fu was not really up on the whole fireball thing at all. It's funny because I was doing my sound setup and I was using Terry and I was having a hard time. I was thinking, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this even on, like, not the quite lowest difficulty setting. But it's this fireball of Ryo's that I guess the AI, I feel like the AI doesn't know that this is coming. Like, they're just standing there. Sometimes they... No, it's busted. It's gotta be busted. But see, there he jumped. So why would he have jumped if he hadn't seen the fireball? But a lot of the time it seems like games where it definitely is, the AI definitely just does not see a fireball attack, like the AI in Capcom vs. SNK 1 or Pro. From Capcom, if you throw a fireball from Morrigan, the AI will just walk into it. They don't see it at all. It just seems like he's not reacting to almost all of these. But I had not really been aware or paid attention to the fact that Ryo was an unlockable character in the game, at least in the home version. So I just wanted to see how it goes. One more time on the house. Not. You don't look like a weenie, says weird looking Kim. Core. But yeah, so far this has turned out to be a cakewalk because of the fireball situation. So, like, watch. If I go after him without the fireball, come on. Oh, motor scooter. Well, he's not doing very well against this either. Yeah, he finally got me with something. Shoot. Okay. Oh, see? Yeah. Go figure, Cam. Have some fireballs in your face. Oh, what's hitting me? I can't see it. I'm not equipped to deal with this attack. I'm gonna have to try this on the hardest difficulty and see if they actually do anything about the fireballs. Oh my gosh, he's got blood on his face in his portrait. Kim did. Oh man, he's so hip with that knot. Okay, that's a good deal. If I can beat him, I can beat anybody, maybe. This game is a weird one. And it, in some ways... So, like, why is this game still so popular among, like, old school Japanese fighting game arcade people? I'm not real sure. It's got to be more than just Ryo is in it, because I don't really... I hadn't even noticed that Ryo was in it. And if they're in the arcade, then I don't think Ryo's playable. Which would explain why I hadn't seen it. But... shoot. I mean, the fact that Ryo was in it, even just as a AI opponent, a secret AI opponent, is kind of like, it makes this game kind of the start of actual what would come to be King of Fighters, because this came out in '93, so King of Fighters wasn't out until the next year. But like, this is the actual beginning of crossing their franchises over, which is what KOF made a regular formal thing, right? Because KOF combined the casts of Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury, and then threw in a bunch of new characters as well. Oh shoot, Andy. Dang it, Andy. Okay, so I was mostly fighting against Andy in my setup volume setting bouts. Maybe it's Andy that's always my bane. Oh, see, he's kind of handling the fireballs with his own fireballs. Except then he's not blocking them. That flex pose looks uncomfortable, Ryo. But these things I was reading about Ryo were implying that Ryo was just like super popular. I mean, he's basically like a Ryu, a Capcom Ryu who looks like Ken, like a Capcom Ken. It's weird. I'm just like, well, for Capcom, Ryu's popular and Ken is popular. Let's make a Ryu-Ken amalgamation character. He's got the raging Ken blonde mullet, but he's Japanese. And he's kind of stoic, sort of, when he's fighting anyway. That guy's surfing on a fish. Who is that guy? Anyway, so yeah, this is just a weird one. Like, there's all these wacky characters who kind of fade out of the scene after this game. And Fatal Fury, I mean, I think it's partly... You know, they had to look at which characters to put into King of Fighters, and I think they kind of just went with the more photogenic, mass market appeal, sexy ones in a way. And then they replaced like Tung Fu and there's another older guy character, and they put in new older guy characters like Chin, who's a drunken boxer, who maybe they thought that would be more popular. Or maybe they just felt it was a sort of easier character to understand at a glance. Like, a lot of the characters in this game are kind of strange and could be sort of hard to, you know, give somebody an elevator pitch about, I guess. Like, I don't think I understand a lot of them. Oh my gosh, there's a giant face in that cliff face back there. Who's that? So Mai didn't know how to handle the fireballs. Oh no, it's Billy. Eat my power pole, pansy? Oh no. Oh, that sprite is... Ew. Like, the sound, the music and graphics, a lot of the... Like, especially the background graphics in this game are really good, actually. I mean, it's a relatively early fighting game for SNK, but like, if I would shut up and turn the volume of the game up a bit, and you could just hear the music, it's really good. Man, Billy's staff is just nuclear colored. Nah, he's not doing anything. But yeah, I will link, so like the Kohatsu is a Japanese arcade channel that does a bunch of Fatal Fury Special, or Garu Densetsu Special as it's known in Japan. So like this guy, who is this guy? I mean, he went away. And I don't think SNK ever brought him back for anything. Axel Hawk. I mean, maybe he's had some cameos or something. This giant, beefy boxer. But maybe they just decided he wasn't really that appealing. He's not one of these young hipsters. Oh, I knocked out his mouth guard. Look at those skyscrapers. That kind of looks like Chicago. Like we're on the lakefront in Chicago. All these art trucks back there. No, I guess that's not art trucks, is it? Jeez, Axel Hawk. So I think it's kind of looking like Rio sort of breaks the AI in this game. Because this game is normally pretty hard, even on easy for me. Okay, so now we've gone through. You actually have to face all of the characters. So we've gone through, I guess, all of the regular characters. And now we're up to the bosses, and there's 4, I think, boss characters. And I was tempted to start doing some different moves there, but you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Look at those bulls, man. It's a rampage. Yeah, this AI does not get the fireballs. It's just not equipped. I mean, if I was a home user and I heard that you can play Rio, and let's say I was mostly a single player, I might have been excited about that. I might have thought, well, that's cool. Not that I've ever had strong feelings about Rio, I don't think. But if I then found that he's not really competing against the AI isn't really competing against him, it's just not a difficult fight, I think I would have been kind of disappointed. Tortillas, which I think they're trying to... I think that's something like bulls in Spanish. There's some pretty weird... Is it English in this? In like that Hong Kong stage? Well, there's Geese, the immortal Geese. In USA. I love that voice. Rio versus Geese. This is his penthouse. His super Japan penthouse in the USA with American flags. It's insane, actually, if you think about this. I mean, this super ornate pagoda shrine style samurai throne room with American flags all over it. Who's that guy up in the upper right? With a white beard or something. Wait, there's another guy below him. Are those like samurai guards or something? I thought I had some kind of really hard time beating my way through this game as Terry. But now I don't know what game that was. I haven't been able to find that video of mine. I'm so confused. Maybe it was Fatal Fury 2, but a quick look, I couldn't find that one either. One slightly perplexing point in getting set up for this video was trying to get the shadows under their feet to look decent, because you know the Neo Geo didn't handle transparency. So to get a sort of shadow effect, they flickered these oval black things. Oh my gosh, this looks bad. Look at those string section there. And it's supposed to, you know, blend together in the screen phosphors in your eyeballs to make it look transparent, which it kind of does. Not so much on this type of modern, well, like my modern LCD screen I'm using, but the game also, like if you saw that MAME startup panel where it put out, it told you some of the hardware that the game ran on, or ran with. Uh-oh. Good thing I got those unlimited continues, probably. The game doesn't run at 60 frame per second perfectly. It runs at 59 point something, something, something. And so there is a setting in my recording software, OBS, which is a freeware recording streaming thing. Whoa. There's a setting to record at something like 59 point something. It's not quite the same fractional frame rate, but it's close. So I set it to that, and that seemed to capture the shadow flicker effect a little better, but it's still sometimes... What? What did that eat? What was that? Sometimes you see it not flickering so well when it's like solid or it's invisible, the shadows under their feet. I mean, producer... Like, look at the background art in these stages. It's amazing, and the music is so good. I love those little chicks all over the place. There go. Oh, wow. I was looking at the credits for this game, and like on Moby Games, not a lot of the artists involved seem to stay on at SNK for much longer than this. So I think maybe this was kind of like a changing of the guard type of game. Like, this is sort of the high point and also the end of this phase of SNK's fighting games, because KOF would start up and that kind of took over. And the older stuff like Samurai Showdown and Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury kind of faded out. And Fatal Fury was still around. There were a lot more Fatal Fury games, but none of them seem to have maintained a following. Even Garou, which was much later, it was actually far later when SNK was going bankrupt in around 2000. Even Garou, which is sort of a more modern darling among younger-ish players for its fluid animation. And sort of interesting cast. But among, like, you know, actual Japanese arcades, you do see Garou played a little bit or uploaded or streamed a little bit from Japanese arcades, but not nearly as much as this game. Like, there's something about this game that people probably who played it back in the day still enjoy and can't get enough of. Yeah, I mean, it is very hardcore. There's no, like, it's not easy to evade anything produced. I should try normal mode, yeah, I suppose. That's kind of cool, cute. I got point rank 1. What am I doing? I can't even spell my own name. That's it. Oh. Okay, so I'm not even going to try normal. I'm going to try... You've got this angry wolf of the Garo Densetsu title. Let's do MVS difficulty. Which is deceptive, actually, because in the arcade, the default difficulty is 4 out of 8, not 8 out of 8 or whatever. Let's go back to Rio. So I hit the heavy kick button to see if that would give me a different color, and it did. I'm not going to do duck, because I'm not going to play that long. Let's do Big Bear. I hit heavy kick for him, but I don't know if that gave me a different color. Maybe it made his skin slightly more bronzed. I don't think. Look at the sheep in this stage. What's going on with the sheep there? What are they doing back there to those sheep? I have blue fireballs. They start out on his hand orange, but then there's some Cho Aniki stuff going on over my shoulder there. And in the center of this background. It's very Cho Aniki with sheep. So yeah, this is the hardest difficulty on that I could pick in the home version. And granted, this is the first stage, so you can't tell. Maybe it'll ramp up after this, but so far, just not seeing the fireballs, he's not stopping them, not even doing anything. Like, there's a woman in a bikini, there's a guy smoking, there's a guy with long blonde hair just whipping it, there's a guy in almost a G-string swimsuit. What's he doing? Doing something with it. She's fondling a sheep. I mean, maybe he's just petting the sheep. I mean, I guess that's a word for petting. I don't know. It's weird. That's a weird background, man. They got a weird view of the desert country USA. Uh-oh, I tried doing something besides fireballs. Why would I do that? Oh shoot, I did a super fireball. I don't even know the move for that. Wait, what would it be? Maybe it's just a half circle? This music is wild. I never really liked this stage, though, although it does look better than in some other games, like later Fatal Fury games, like the real battle games. Cho's background is kind of weird looking. Yeah, this does not feel like the hardest difficulty in this game. Like, okay, I'll take Terry, and you'll see what happens to Terry on the hardest, to my Terry on the hardest difficulty. I mean, he's got a fireball, but it's not going to do this. This stage is awesome looking. I mean, look at that. Just a full-on, like, Chinese watercolor print. They're still just standing there and taking fireballs right to the face. Look how tiny Tung is. And then he grows, of course, into this huge, muscly Mr. Hyde character. I should try to work on that super fireball motion. Whatever it is. Normally, I would be playing the arcade version, if just so that you can have it show the difficulty level on the screen, like in the middle of the bottom of the screen, like it's showing the credits here in the home version. God, the music is so good for this stage too. I mean, it's like, at first this game feels very slow. Like, that was always my overwhelming impression when I would try to play these early Fatal Fury games, was that they were very slow. And it was kind of an instant turn off, because the first games I really got into playing were later King of Fighters games, which were faster. But see, that's kind of the problem. So I did not play this game and get used to it before King of Fighters, and so I don't think I appreciated it. It was hard to appreciate because it just felt slow. But it's really just a much more deliberate pace, which, yeah, so is it a full, or maybe it's more like a sweep back and then sweep forward on the stick. Jubei, it's saying his name. Jubei. Look at those artwork panels, though. That wasn't it. Is it two? Oh man, that move is devastating. Oh, he's throwing pizzas at me. Yeah, I actually don't know how to do this heavy fireball. Or super fireball. But yeah, so this is, it's not normal. That was the hardest difficulty. I'll show you what happens when I pick Terry. And try his fireballs. This gray Terry. I think, what's-his-face should not have been there. Rio, because I rebooted, and that means that the cheat code is no longer in to unlock him.
Terry versus Bear.
Now watch. Watch what happens when I try to fireball him. Nope. Nope. Nope, he just dodges. Or blocks. Or jump kicks me. Oh, that's unstoppable. I think. Yeah, it's... Rio's fireball breaks the AI. Jeez. I actually got some hits on him, but... And this is only the first match. I also did not like the sway line system, or whatever you call this multiple fighting plane system. Different names for it. That was a crazy sound. I'm not getting destroyed as badly as I thought. Uh-oh. Oh, the fireball got him. As I thought I might, but it is only the first match. I like how his blocking pose is amazing. It's kind of like my brother. How, he would stand sometimes. It's just weird. These muscle man, these Cho Anikis. And these sheep. Oh shoot, that's right, I lost her round. Oh no! Oh, I got his toe! Oh! Oh boy. Oh. Oh, he doesn't have an uppercut. I'm not Rio. What am I thinking? Oh shoot. Ooh. I actually won a match. Wubba wubba, I'm in the pink today, boy.
Terry. Round one. Fight.
Oh. It's a funny contrast with Rio in this game versus Art of Fighting, though. Like, people must have felt... Like, I don't know how I would have felt, because in Art of Fighting 1 and 2, you can only throw, like, 3 fireballs before your energy meter depletes. Whereas in this game, you could just throw all the fireballs with him you wanted. And it's so much smoother. I don't know, it's strange. And it's not just ridiculously hard, but actually it's too easy. So maybe it was just a rough for Rio Sakazaki fans. I guess maybe until KOF came along. This music's actually... I mean, all the music in this game is so good. Well, I'm actually I beat Joe pretty handily there. But they are definitely blocking Terry's fireball in a way that they did not block Rio's fireball. Oh my gosh, the basket broke and there's fish flopping around. Why would I change my strategy, Joe? Okay, I'm going. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, I screwed up. I changed my strategy and I got owned. Oh, I just need one more hit on him. Okay, even though he blocks, the damage was still enough. I started trying to do a different move. Foolish. I can't do any other moves. I don't know how to do Terry's flip kick in this game. Wubba wubba. Oh my, is he hitting on me?
Terry versus Tung.
Tung. Look at those clouds, man.
Round one. Fight.
Ugh. Dang. Oh my gosh. This is what, the 4th stage? I'm kind of surprised I got this far. Jeez. But yeah, if I had Ryo's fireballs here, I would just be able to keep hitting them with them, I'm sure. I mean, he's got a Terry flying fist move of his own. Oh, jeez. Oh, what? He grabbed me from so far away. I'm gonna die. I died. Oh, thanks. Punch power wave. Yeah, I know that one. Show me the kick one. That counter goes down pretty quick. Bong. So anyway, if you want to crush this game, I guess just do the code however you can for Ryo Sakazaki and just fire his fireballs all over the place. Oh, that bike sound is amazing. Well, that's all I got for now, but I should play this game for real sometime, although it's so hard. Because it's like, it's a really solid game. And, like, I actually don't like this background. This background is kind of gross. But most of the backgrounds are amazing. And the music is amazing. Well, like this stage, oh, maybe there's just no music in the attract mode, I guess. It's an interesting picture. I crushed it. I crushed the best players ranking. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. I have some more arcade ROMs I want to play that you have not seen me play before, so I gotta get to those. I was hoping to do another one today, but that's not in the cards because I screwed up my sleep schedule. So, anyway, see you next time.